Well, you've heard of monkeypox vaccine and all the other vaccines. We have another disease coming out. This one's called tomato flu virus. It's coming out of India. It's the latest virus to come out. We're so used to all these new viruses coming out and the old ones coming out. But the reason they're saying all these new viruses are coming out is because of global climate change. Elon Musk said the other day that there wasn't such thing, and that he was in Europe, in Germany, and looking at the Rhine River, which is completely dried out, and saying, does this look like a desert to you? Because it was green out. So he doesn't believe what's even in front of his eyes. But just to show you, here's a map of Germany, and as you can see, there is such thing as climate change and drought and that sort of thing. These wealthy billionaires, they don't want to believe it because it cuts into their profits. In China, he can't even get all of his electricity he needs for his Tesla plant, but he still doesn't want to believe in climate change. Oh well, super wealthy billionaires can, I guess, always get away from climate change in their air-conditioned jets and all, only for a while, and then it'll even get to them. Let's go up here and do a video. So we've been talking so much about drought, let's talk about flood for a change. Pakistan declares a national emergency for the monsoon rains. The monsoons have been going since mid-June, causing flash floods, landslides across the South Asian nation. There was 937 people killed, more than 1,300 people injured, and 500,000 homes destroyed. More than 800,000 livestock have died. 1,900 miles of roads destroyed. 145 bridges destroyed. That's just in Pakistan alone. So after they get through with their drought comes the major rains. So just expect that if you're in drought right now that there's some major rains coming your way sooner or later. But up in Switzerland, 1,400 glaciers have lost more than one-half of their total volume of ice since 1930. The new study has found that ice retreat is accelerating at a time of growing concern about climate change. Since 2016, the glaciers have lost an additional 12% over just 6 years of melting. The findings could have broad implications for Switzerland's long-term energy source, since hydropower produces nearly 60% of the country's electricity. So for those that say that climate change is not happening, well then I'd like to know what you call this. Whether it's natural or human-made, it's happening. And it looks like every indication is that it's humans driving cars and using lots of fossil fuel energy to make electricity, run heavy equipment, mining, you name it, construction of new buildings, all that uses a ton of fossil fuel energy and will continue to raise havoc on this planet. And as the new studies have shown, if we don't curtail our fossil fuel use by at least half, very soon we will be at the point of no return. And yes, I know a lot of people think we're at the point of no return or past it some time ago. Personally, me, I just tell you what the science is telling us. And we've seen a lot of cases where the science wasn't correct because it was too optimistic when it should have been a little bit more pessimistic, and get our national leaders to do something about it more than just little hints of doing this and that and calling it good, because we're far from good on climate change action all over the planet. We need better leaders, and that has to do with you getting in better leaders, along with not using so much fossil fuel whenever you can use something else. All right, well, that's it for today's climate change update. I definitely do appreciate all your guys' ups, new subscribers, and definitely your comments are always welcome. And until next time.